Hello guys, welcome to DTW Tutorials. Welcome. Okay, so today I'm so excited. Finally, the video is out. Okay, and it's on the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Questions solved and explained from number 1 to 40, and even 10 extra more questions solved for you to pass the forthcoming Jamb 2019 exam. I tell you, you have no excuse, my brothers and sisters. You have no excuse to fail this exam. Lie. You have no excuse this year. Okay, so I have sat down. This video is about 2 hours plus. My father, it took something from me. Please, I've sat down to do this video for you. Please, I beg you, sit down, also watch this video. And I tell you, if you watch this video, it will get you 60% prepared. Why do I say so? Because it cuts across the math syllabus. Okay, all the way from your fractions down to your integration, calculus, differentiation, your circuit theorem, coordinate geometry. It touches each topic. Okay, so if you watch this video, it will get you, I tell you, 60% prepared for your maths. Okay, you know, a lot of students have been saying, oh, you've done Jamb 2017 maths and physics for us. Please, 2018, yes, 2018 maths is out for you. All I need from you now, please share. Just start sharing to your friends, your family, your loved ones. Share to them, okay, to make them to start preparing for their exams. Share so that they will have enough resources to prepare. No excuse, okay? No looking into exam malpractice or cheating. No. Or waiting for someone to send you answers during exam. No. Why do you have this time now? Start reading, and this is a resource that would help you with your study. Please start now. Please, for people out there, please, this video is not for sale. I beg you in the name of the Lord, this video is not for sale. It's not for commercial purposes. Please, I've done this freely, and all I need from you is to give it out freely. Please share this video, all right? And please give this video a thumbs up. And also, if it's your first time on this channel, please subscribe. You know, if you like what we are doing, okay, the sacrifice we are making for our students here in Nigeria and Africa, West Africa, please try to click the subscribe button. My brothers and sisters, support this ministry to move forward. I know this channel is not an entertainment channel, it's an educational channel, but please, for us to grow, let us click the subscribe button. Okay, all right. So, and on the DTW Tutorials blog, if you can just go on Google, just search for DTW Tutorials blog, or go to www.dtwtutorials, don't forget the s.com. Okay, on the blog, you're going to see a section called online test, all right, where you can test yourself on the go with your mobile phone or your laptop, okay, just to prepare for your forthcoming Jamb exams. Even your WAEC, there's also an online test for your WAEC. And also you have your syllabus there, your Jamb syllabus, WAEC syllabus, which you can download. Just go to downloads on the blog and you see that. Okay, just follow us on our YouTube channel by subscribing, and definitely there will be several updates to help you in the forthcoming exams in 2019. All your exams, WAEC, Jamb, post-UME, even on the blog there are post-UME past questions, okay, for you to prepare after you start writing your Jamb exams. All right, so thank you. Please, all I need from you, please share this video, give this video a thumbs up, and also subscribe to our channel. All right, okay, so before we get on to the video, please don't forget, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ. He's the way, the truth, and the life. Okay, you are destined to win in this forthcoming Jamb 2019 exam. I'm waiting to hear your testimonies. Okay, just like the way I heard people's testimony in 2018 when they did their own exams and gained admission. I'm waiting for your own testimony, my brothers and sisters. And please make sure you either send me a mail or you comment on this video of when you make your Jamb 2019 exams. All right, you are destined to win. That is DTW Tutorials. All right, so let's get on to the video now. Thank you. Question 1 of Jamb 2018 Maths Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exam. It says in the diagram below, POQ. This is POQ is a diameter, so this line is a diameter. Okay, that crosses the center of the circle. O is the center of the circle, which is this, and TP is a tangent. That's TP is a tangent. Find the value of x. So we're looking for this angle here. I hope you remember our cycle theorems. All right, okay, so from this now we can know that this angle POR Okay, angle POR is what? The center, right? So from our diagram, POR, okay, which is an angle at the center here, okay? And you remember the theorem which says angles at the center is twice that at the twice that at the circumference. Okay, so and this is an angle at the center, and this is another angle on the what? Circumference. So this angle is what? Twice of this. So we have here, let's just state it somewhere here, we have P, this angle is equal to 2 times PQR. Okay, that's this angle here. So POR is equal to what? 2x. All right. Okay, so let's just leave this here. All right. Now the next thing is now the tangent. Now this is TP, which is a tangent, and you know that a tangent of a circle is perpendicular to what? The radius. Okay, at the point of what? The contact. Okay, so this angle here, perpendicular, means it is what? 90 degrees. All right, remember the tangent to a circle is perpendicular to the what? Radius at the point of contact, and P is the point of contact. So this angle here is what? 90 degree. All right, so let's write this here, 90 degree. Okay, so from here, since this is 90 degree, this is 30 degree, and this angle here, we've made it, it is a 2x, which is what? The angle twice that at the circumference. Okay, so we can now look for the value of x, and this is a triangle, right? This is O triangle, OPT. Okay, so an angles in a triangle is equal to what? 180 degrees. Okay, I hope we still remember that. If you don't, please try to do a revision on cycle theorems, and I have some videos on the channel that will further explain on the cycle theorems. Okay, so here we have what? 2x plus 90 plus 30. Okay, so we have this, and is equal to what? 180. All right, so we have here 2x plus 90 plus 30 is what? 120, and equal to 180. So let's take 180 and 120 to the other side. We have 2x equal to 180 minus 120. And what will this give us? This will give us 60. This is what? 2x. So divide both sides by 2. What do we have here? We have x. 2 in 60 will go how many times? 30 times. So we have 30 degrees. So definitely x is what? 30 degrees. Okay, so this angle here is 30 degree, and our right option here is option A. Question 3 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says 3 angles of a nonagon are equal, and the sum of the 6 other angles is what? 110. Calculate the size of one of the equal angles. Okay, so we have 3 angles of a nonagon. Nonagon means what? 9 sides. Okay, so 3 angles are equal. That will be what? 3 times what? X. Okay, assuming one of the angle is x, and if they are equal is what? X plus x plus x. Is that not it? And x plus x plus x, what will this give us? It will give us what? 3x. And the sum of the other 6 angles is 110. Okay, so we have what? 1 plus 1110. Okay, so this is the sum of the 9 angles. And what's the formula for the sum of the interior angles of a polygon? It is equal to what? Bracket 2n minus 4 brackets, or bracket multiplied by what? 90. This is the formula to find the sum of the interior angles of a polygon. So here we're going to solve this expression here. Okay, so from here let us open the brackets. All right, and we know n to be what? Nonagon. That's the number of sides. All right, so we have 3x plus 1110 equal to bracket 2 times 9 minus 4 bracket 90. Okay, so here we have 3x plus 1110 equal to, let's solve this here. We have 2 times 9, that will give us what? 18. 18 minus 4 bracket 90. What's 18 minus 4? 18 minus 4 is going to give us what? 14. Now 14 times 90, what is 14 times 90? We are going to get 1260. Okay, so let's drop this. We have 3x plus 1110. Okay, so take this 1110 to this side, leaving 3x here. We have 3x equal to 126. Taking this to the other side will be what? A minus. That's taking a plus to the other side of the equation. Okay, So when we subtract this, what are we going to have? We're going to have a 0 here, a 5, and a 1. So 150. Okay, so divide both sides by 3. Alright? Divide, cancel 3 in 150. How many times will it go? It will go what? 50 times. So we have x equal to 50. So one of the sides, one of the equal sides, that's what the question asked us to calculate. Calculate the sides of one of the equal angles. So one of the equal angles here is what? 50. So our correct option here is option D. Question 4 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exam, says in the figure above, angle XYZ is equal to angle YTZ, which is equal to what? 90 degree. XT is what? 9 centimeter, and TZ is what? 16 centimeter. Find YZ. Okay, we're looking for this side. All right, that's the unknown. So from here, to get this side, we need to know this side, right? And apply Pythagoras theorem rule. All right. Okay, so for us to get this side, we know this side and we know this side. Let's try to go to trigonometric, use trigonometry to try to find YT using this triangle and also this triangle. Okay, so let's form some equations here. So right here now, from triangle XYT, all right, so from here we can say, looking from this angle here, theta, we can say that theta is what? Since this will be the opposite, and this YT, we're trying to look for YT here and equate it. Okay, forming two equations from these two triangles, then equate to get YT. All right, so using this angle here, all right, this is your opposite and this will be your what? Adjacent. All right, so from here, remember our SOHCAHTOA. Let me write this down here. CAHTOA. Okay, so to play with our opposite and adjacent, we'll use our tan. Okay, so from here, tan theta will be equal to what? 9, that's your opposite, over your what? Adjacent. Your adjacent is what? YT. Okay, so YT, using change of subject of the formula, YT is equal to, take YT up and bring tan theta down. We have what? 9 over what? Tan theta. All right, okay, so this is equation 1. Let's just drop this here. Now, from the second triangle, that's triangle YTZ, okay? So we can from here use this angle and call it theta. Okay, so this is your what? This is your opposite and this is the adjacent, all right? So this is YT, so tan theta, since we're still playing with opposite and adjacent, it will still be what? Tan, okay? If you're playing with opposite and hypotenuse, it's going to be sine. If you're playing with your cos, it will be what? Adjacent and what? Hypotenuse. But since we're just playing with our opposite and adjacent, we're going to use tan, okay? So tan theta will be what? Our YT divided by what? 16. So here, what is YT? YT is equal to what? That will be 16 tan theta. Okay, that's 16 times tan theta. Okay, so this is what? Equation 2. So from here, all we need to do is, since YT is equal to this and YT is also equal to this, we equate this both equations. So we have here 9 over tan theta is equal to what? 16 tan theta. From here, what will happen? Let's bring 16 here, take tan there. And taking tan here, tan theta is going to what? Multiply tan theta, which will give us what? Tan theta square. So what do we have here? We have 9 over 16 equal to what? Tan theta square. Okay, so from here you can see that 9 and 16 they are what? They are square roots, they are squares. Okay, so this can be 3 over 4 all square. Since the square of 3 is 9 and the square of 4 is 16. Okay, so these are what? Perfect squares. So equal to what? Tan square theta. Okay, so from here what will happen? The squares will cancel out, right? Good. So we have tan theta is equal to what? 3 over 4. So from here we can put this value of tan theta equal to 3 over 4 into equation 2 to get the value of YT. So let's put this in. So we have YT is equal to 16. Okay, and what is tan theta? Tan theta is 3 over 4, so times 3 over 4. Putting into equation 1, 2. This is the equation we're putting the value of tan theta into, okay? So from here, what will happen? 4 will go here 1 and 4 here 4. So we have 4 times 3. So 4 times 3 is what? 12. So YT is what? 12 centimeters. So this side here is what? 12 centimeter. Okay, so since we have this side now 12 centimeter, we have this side 16 centimeter, we can easily now find our YZ, okay, which is what we are told to find in the question. So to find YZ is equal to, remember Pythagoras theorem is YZ square, which is your hypotenuse, okay? YZ is the hypotenuse, is equal to what? This square, 12 square plus what? 16 square. And what is 12 square? 12 square is 144. And what is 16 square? 16 square is what? 256. And when you add this up together, we're going to have 4 plus this will give us a 0. This is 4 plus 5, 9. Remember that one we carried, and this will give us a 0. We carry another 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, and 2 plus this 2 will give us what? 4. So we have 400. So YZ square is 400. And to find the square root, to get YZ will be equal to what? The square root of what? 400. And what's the square root of 400? That will give us what? 20. So our answer is what? 20 centimeter. So this side is what? 20 centimeter. And our right option here is option B. Question 7 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exams. It says in the figure beside PQRS is a rectangle, okay? If the space shaded area is 72 square centimeter, find H, okay? That's if this shaded area is 72 square centimeter, find H. Okay, so there's an error here. This is supposed to be H. This 4 here is supposed to be H, okay? There's an error in the question. So this in the type. Okay, so this is supposed to be what? H, all right? So you have 2H here, 3H here. So we have to find H. And the question says if the space shaded area is 72 square centimeter, that's this space is what? 72 square centimeter, find H. Okay, so from here, since we know that the shaded area is 72 square centimeter, okay, so what is this unshaded area? All right, and to get the unshaded area is what? The total area of the rectangle minus what? The shaded area. All right, is that not it? To get this particular unshaded area is the total area of the rectangle minus what? The shaded area. Okay, so we don't know the total area of the rectangle since we are giving here 2H and 3H. Okay, so we just say area of PQRS, which is a rectangle, minus the shaded area. We've been given the shaded area as what? 72. Okay, is equal to what? Our unshaded area. Let's write it here, unshaded area, okay? Okay, so let's leave our equation this way, okay? So from here now, let us try to now put in what is the area, the area of PQR, okay? You know, remember area of a rectangle is calculated as what? Length times your breadth. And here we have our length as 3H and our breadth as what? 2H. So we have here 3H times 2H. So we have here minus 72. So let's try to look for the area here, okay? So to get the length of from here to here, okay? From here to here, what will be the length? Since we've been told here is 2 centimeters, is that not it? Okay, so it means that from here to here is what? 2 centimeters. Okay, so to get from here to here, it will be what? 3H minus 2. All right, that is our length. So we write it 3H minus 2 as our length. Okay, bracket times, how do we get our breadth? Our breadth is from here to here. Is that not it? And we'll be told that from here to here is 2, from here to here is 2. And the total breadth from here to here is what? 2H, okay? So to get from here to here, it will be what? 2 plus 2. Okay, what is 2 plus 2? 2 plus 2 will give us what? 4. Okay, so it will be what? 2H minus 4. So we have our breadth here as what? 2H minus 4. okay, since here is 2, here is 2, and from the total breadth is what, 2h. So all you need to do is to get this small side, you add up this, then subtract from 2h. So that's how we got 2h minus 4. All right, okay, so from here let's simplify this. 2h times 2h will give us what, 6h square minus 72. So from here let's open the bracket here. We have 3h times 2h. That will give us what, 6h square minus, remember opening up the bracket, 3h times minus 4. What would that give us? That will give us what, 12h. And minus 2 times 2h. That will give us what, minus 4h. That's 2 times 2, then that's 4, then times h is what? That's h. Okay, that's minus 4h. Then minus 2 times minus 4. When a minus is multiplying a minus, it becomes a what? Positive. And you have what? 8. Okay, so from here let's simplify. All right, in simplifying this, what do? This 6h square can cancel out this 6h square. Do you know that? Okay, let me confirm that to you. Taking 6h square to this other side, since it's positive, taking it here to be what? Negative. So you have 6h square minus 72 minus 6h square is equal to what? Minus h minus 4h. That will give us what? A minus 16h. Okay, if you want to still learn, if you're still confused about how to use your signs in maths, how to add and subtract, when you have a minus and minus, you know you add and you put the sign as negative. Okay, there's a video of my on our DTW tutorials channel, which is called Understanding the Rules of Positive and Negative Signs. Okay, in addition, subtraction, and multiplication. Watch that video so you understand this. Okay, so we have here minus 16h, and we have left here plus 6. So from here, this can cancel out, right? So this is minus and this is positive. So 6h square minus 6h square will give us a 0. So that's why it's cancelled. Okay, so we're left with what? Minus 72 is equal to what? Minus 16h plus 8. Okay, so we can take minus 16h to the other side and bring minus 72 to this side. Bringing minus 16h to this side, we have it's going to change to a positive 16h. Bringing minus 72 to the other side is going to change to what? A positive what? 72. So here we have 16h. 8 plus 72 is going to give us what? 80. So to get our h, we divide both sides by 16. Okay, this would cancel out. And how many times will 16 go in 80? 16 is going to go in 85 times. So we have h is equal to what? 5. Okay, so our value for h is what? 5 centimeter. And our right option here is option D. Question 8 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says the sine, cosine, and tangent of 210 degree are respectively what? Okay, so remember in our trick, where does our sine fall and where does our cosine and tan fall? Okay, so on this first quadrant, every value, that's your sine, cosine, and tangent, all is what? Positive. On the second quadrant, sine is only positive, while cosine and tangent is negative. On the third quadrant, tan is what? Positive, while sine and cosine is negative. And on the fourth quadrant, so that's cosine is what? Positive, while sine and tan is what? Negative. Okay, so we're looking for this angle here, that's 210. So where will 210 fall? Okay, 210 will fall, since this is 90, it doesn't fall here. This is 180, 210 will fall here. Okay, so 210 is going to fall around the third quadrant. Okay, and in the third quadrant, what is positive? Only tan is what? Positive. Okay, so let's try to look for the sine, cosine, and tangent of 210 in the third quadrant. And in the third quadrant, our sine theta is going to be equal to what? Minus sine bracket 210 minus 180 degree. Okay, so when we subtract that, what are we going to have? We are going to have minus sine 30. And what is sine 30? Sine 30 is half. Okay, I hope you remember our special angles. Please try. I think there's a video a math trick on how to use your fingers. Okay, you can look at watch your fingers and know how to get the special signs. Okay, it's a trick, so you can watch that videos on the channel. It's going to help you out in your exam. You know, when you're tensed up and you just know a trick, you're just looking at your fingers and you can find out how you can get your cosine value, your sine, and your tangent. Okay, that's for your special angle. So for sine 30 is half, and which we are going to have minus 1/2. For your cos is also negative in the third quadrant, so cos 110 minus 80, that will give us what? Minus cos 30. And what is cos 30? Cos 30 is what? Root 3/2, and this is what? Negative. Okay, now for tan, we have, it's going to be a positive since it's the third quadrant. Okay, so we have tan bracket 210 minus 180 degree. Okay, so we have tan 30. And what is tan 30? Tan 30 is what? Root 3/3. Okay, so our answer will be a negative half, negative root 3/2, and a positive root 3/3. Okay, so from here, okay, the option doesn't put the signs, but we can, if it's from here, we can know that either this option might carry a negative, and this will be a positive. Okay, so it can either be option A or B. Okay, there's an error in the options, the answer. So just know that on the third quadrant, okay, your tan is going to be what? Positive, while your sine and cosine is what? Negative. Question 9 of JAMB 2018 mathematics past question. That's your UTME CBT question. It says if tan theta is equal to m squared minus n squared divided by 2mn, find sec theta. Okay, so you should remember that what is sec theta? Sec theta is equal to what? 1/what? Cos theta. Remember in your trigonometry. And what's cos theta? Remember, so katwa. Let's write this down here. So katwa. Okay, remember so katwa. Ka, which is cos, is what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. So you have here 1/what? Your adjacent over hypotenuse. And since we have 1/adjacent over hypotenuse, we invert. Okay, bringing hypotenuse up, so to the numerator we have what? Your hypotenuse over your adjacent. Okay, so your cos theta is equal to hypotenuse over adjacent. Okay, so let's just keep this. Okay, let's remember this. Let's just keep this here. So from here it says if tan theta, this should be a right angle triangle. So let's draw this. Okay, let's draw this triangle. Okay, right angle, and let's say theta is here. So if tan theta, what is tan? Tan is what? What? Opposite over adjacent. Okay, so this value here is your opposite, and this is what? Your adjacent. Is that not it? Okay, so let's say this is our opposite, which here will be what? M squared minus n squared, and this side will definitely be our adjacent. All right, this will be what? 2mn. Okay, so tan theta is what? This over this. So we're told to look for what? Sec theta. And remember, sec theta is what? Hypotenuse over adjacent. So here we only have our what? Opposite and adjacent. We don't have our what? Hypotenuse. So we have to look for a hypotenuse. Is that not it? And in looking for hypotenuse, remember our Pythagoras theorem is what? The hypotenuse is what? The square of your opposite plus the square of your adjacent. Okay, so let's do this together. So let's say hypotenuse is x. We're looking for x. So x squared is equal to what? M squared minus n squared all squared plus bracket 2mn all squared. Okay, so let's open this bracket here. We have here m squared minus n squared, bracket open, another bracket, m squared minus n squared plus this square is definitely what? 4m squared n squared. So let's open up this bracket here. So what do we have here? We're going to have m squared times m squared will give us what? M raised to the power of 4. Is that not it? Then minus m squared times minus n squared will give us what? Minus m squared n squared. Okay, and minus n squared times m square will give us what? Minus m square n square. Okay, let's arrange it alphabetically. Okay, that's why I brought m here. So we have minus n squared times minus n squared. That will give us what? A plus n raised to power what? 4 plus what? 4m square n square. Okay, so here let's simplify further. Minus m square n square minus m square n square. Since they are the same, this will give us what? M raised to power 4 minus 2. Okay, this is going to give us 2m square n square, and we have a plus n raised to power 4 plus 4 n square n square. Okay, so from here we can also simplify this further, since these have the same variable. Okay, so we have minus 2 plus 4. Okay, that will give us what? M raised to power 4. That will give us a positive 2m square n square. Okay, plus n raised to power 4. Okay, do you understand that? Okay, I hope you get this. Minus 2 plus 4 is what? A positive or 2, then leaving the variables which are the same down. Okay, so we have this. Okay, and remember, when you have something like this, it's just like having also this expression here. You know, when you have a plus, when you have something like a plus b all squared, what would that give us? That is what? A squared plus 2ab plus what? B squared. Okay, and this is likened to the same. Okay, so here we can simplify this further. You must know factorization and some particular tricks. Okay, to simplify this further, what do we have? We have here m squared plus n squared, all what? Squared. Okay, if you open up this bracket just like we did here, you are going to get this particular what? Figure. Okay, that's if you factorize. All right, okay, so we are left with here x squared is equal to what? M squared plus n squared, all into bracket what? Square. So this square will cancel out this square, so x is equal to what? M squared plus n squared. So this is our answer. Our answer is what? M squared plus n squared. That's our hypotenuse. So our hypotenuse is what? M squared plus n squared. So from here we are told to look for sec, and sec is what? Sec theta is what? Hypotenuse over your adjacent, and we've gotten our hypotenuse as what? M squared plus n squared. And what is our adjacent? From here our adjacent is what? 2mn, so divided by 2mn. So this is our final answer. Okay, and our right option here is option B. Question 10 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your CBT UTME exams. It says from 2 points X and T 8 centimeters apart. Okay, 2 points X, T 8 centimeters apart. Okay, so we draw this line here. Okay, 8 centimeters apart, and in line with a pole. Okay, in line with a pole. Let's say the pole is somewhere here. Okay, the angle of elevation of the top of the poles are 30 degrees and 60 degrees respectively. Okay, so from here, from these 2 points, okay, that's from X, since they say respectively, from X, the angle of elevation of this X to the pole is what? 30 degrees. And from this point, the angle of elevation to the pole too is what? 60 degrees. Okay, this pole is a right angle triangle. Now the question says find the height of the pole. So we're looking for this height, X, unknown value. Okay, assuming that Y, Z, and the foot of the pole are on the same horizontal plane. Okay, there should be a typo here, somewhere here. Okay, but it says find the height of the pole assuming that YZ and the foot of the pole are on the same horizontal plane. That is three points. So this point, let us name this point as maybe the Z. Okay, so these 3 points are on the same horizontal plane, and X and Y are on the same side of the plane of the pole. Okay, so it means we are correct here by putting our X and T. Okay, I think this is supposed to be Y from the beginning. This is supposed to be y. Okay, so we have x and y here. All right, so x and y are on the same side of the pole. Okay, so the question says we should look for the height of the pole. How do we get the height of the pole? X. We know this angle, we know this side, we also know this angle, but we don't know this side. Okay, so let's say that this side is what? A. This side is A. So as this is A, let's now try to solve for this side, okay, from these two triangles. So you know here we have two triangles. We have triangle X. Let's make this T, that's the top of the pole, okay. So we have triangle XTZ and triangle YTZ. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, let's draw a line here. Okay, so for triangle XTZ, okay, to get this side, that's TZ, it will be what? That's this triangle we're looking at now. So this is 30, this is our angle here. So we can, and this is, if this is our angle here, this should be the opposite, and this is our adjacent. Okay, so we're going to have here tan 30 is equal to TZ, which is what we're looking for, over then the side here, which is XZ, is what? 8 plus A. Okay, so 8 plus A. All right, so TZ, what would TZ be? TZ would definitely be what? TZ will be equal to what? 8 plus A bracket, bracket. You know what's tan theta? I hope you know what tan theta is. And let's just drop tan theta now. You know, when preparing for JAMB, you should know your special angles by heart, okay? This is 8 here. So TZ from here is what? 8 plus A bracket tan theta. So let's leave this as equation 1. Okay, let's just manage this space here. So for triangle YTZ, okay? Looking at this angle, we're still going to use tan again. So this will be what? Tan 60 degrees is equal to what? TZ over A, okay, because this is this side now. We're considering this second triangle. All right, so here TZ, what would TZ be? TZ would be, let's start from here. TZ would be from here equal to what? A tan 60. So this is equation 2. So we're looking for TZ, right? So let us equate equation 1 and equation 2. Okay, so we have here, what is equation 1? Equation 1 is what? 8 plus A bracket tan 30 degrees equal to what? A tan 60. All right, so let us open this bracket here. In opening the bracket, what are we going to have? We're going to have 8 times tan 30. What is 8 times tan 30? That will give us what? 8 tan 30 plus A multiplied by tan 30. That's 8 tan 30 equal to, this is what? A tan 60. Okay, so from here, since we have A here and A here, so let's take this to this other side. Okay, let's group them. So we have 8 tan 30 is equal to what? A tan 60 minus A tan 30. So from here, we can divide both sides by tan 30. So we can cancel out this tan 30 here. Okay, so let's divide both sides by tan 30. That's we're going to divide everything by tan 30, okay? Okay, divided by tan 30. So this will cancel out, this will cancel out. So we're left here with what? 8 is equal to what? A tan 60 over tan 30 minus what? A. Okay, so we can group, okay? That's take A out. So we have what? A bracket what? Tan 60 over tan 30. Okay, minus 1. All right, so let's leave this here. Okay, so from here now, let us break this down further. So what is tan 60? Tan 60 is root 3 over, what is tan 30? Tan 30 is what? 1 over what? Root 3. Okay, minus 1, all brackets. So let's simplify this. Simplifying this, you know, we have root 3 divided by 1 over root 3. So root 3 will come up. Is that not it? And when root 3 comes up, what will happen? We have what? Root 3 times root 3. And when we multiply a root, the roots will cancel and we're left with what? 3. Is that not it? So root 3 times 3 is root 3 times root 3 is equal to 3. It's just like saying, if we do this, just like saying we have 3 times 3 inside, which is what? 9, root 9, and root 9 is what? 3. So root 3 times root 3 is what? 3. So here we're left with what? A bracket 3 minus 1, okay, equal to 8. And what is 3 minus 1? 3 minus 1 is definitely what? 2. Okay, so we have here, sorry, let's just simplify this by writing what? 2a, okay, equal to 8. So divide both sides by 2, divide both sides by 2. A is equal to what? 4. Okay, since we've gotten a as equal to 4, let us find TZ. That is TZ. We can pick any of the equation. Let's say we pick equation 2. Okay, so let's put in the value of a as equal to 4 into equation 2. So putting the value of a as equal to 4 into equation 2, we have what? 4. Okay, 4 times, what is tan 60? Tan 60 is what? Root 3. So 4 times root 3 is equal to what? 4 root 3. And this is our answer. That is TZ. And our right option here is option C. Question 11 of Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exam. It says, find the mean of the distribution above. Okay, so we have this distribution above. And what's the formula for getting our mean? Our mean is what? X bar is equal to what? This total summation of fx divided by the summation of what? The total of what? Your frequency. Okay, so this is your x and this is your frequency. So for it to be easier for us, let's just quickly draw a table. Okay, this is the fastest way to do this, so you don't make any mistake. Make sure you draw a table. So you have x here, you have f here, and you have what? Fx. Okay, so our x is what? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, and f is what? 1 and 2 here, 2 here. The frequency of 2 is 2, the frequency of 3 is 1, and frequency of 4 is what? 9. Okay, so what do? We'll now multiply to get fx, because the formula of our mean is the summation of what? Fx over f. Okay, so let's get that. So we have 0 times 1 will give us what? 0. 1 times 2 will give us 2. 2 times 2 will give us 4. 3 times 1 will give us 3. And 4 times 9 will give us what? 36. So let's get this summation. Okay, so here we have 4, we have 36, that's a 40, and we have 2 plus 3, which is a 5. So 40 plus 5 will give us what? 45. Here we have 1 plus 9, that is a 10. And here we have 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is a 5. And 5 plus 10 will give us what? 15. Alright? So from our formula here, summation of fx is what? 45. And summation of f is what? 15. So divided by 15. And what is 45 divided by 15? 45 divided by 15 is what? 3. So our answer is what? Our mean is 3. Our answer is 3. So the right option here is option B. Question 12 of Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exam. It says the mean of the numbers 3, 6, 4, x, and 7 is 5. Find the standard deviation. Now, remember your formula in a standard deviation. Standard deviation is what? Is the square root of what? Your variance. Okay? So that means you must know the formula of variance. Are you getting it? Standard deviation is the square root of your variance. So you must know the formula of variance. And what's the formula for getting your variance? Your variance, s squared, is equal to what? That is the summation of x minus xi minus what? X bar all squared divided by n. Okay, that's the number of our values. Okay, so our variance is the square root of this. Okay, standard deviation SD is equal to the square root of your what? Variance. Okay, so SD here is equal to what? The square root of the summation of what? Xi minus your x bar square over what? N. So this is the formula for your standard deviation. So coming to the questions now, the question now, it says the mean of the numbers 3, 6, 4, x, and 7 is 6 is 5, I mean. So from here, let us try to get our value for x so that we can draw our table, okay? So since we are given the our mean as 5, it's easy for us to get the value of x. So what do? We just write down the way we calculate for our mean. That's 3 plus 6 plus 4 plus x plus 7 divided by how many values are this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by 5 is equal to what? 5. Okay, since we know the mean. So here, what do we have? We can cross 5 to the other side and add up this. So we have here 3, we have 6 plus 4, which is 10, and 3 plus 7 is 10. So we have here 20 plus, that's 10 plus 10, that is what? 20. So 20x is equal to 5 times 5 is what? 25. Okay, so let's take 20 to the other side. We have x is equal to 25 minus 20, and x is equal to what? 5. So we have this value as 5. So let's draw our table now. Okay, it's always easier to use your table, okay, because if you don't use your table, you can easily make a mistake. So let's draw our table. So here it will be what? Our x, the values, and here will be xi minus our x bar. You know what is x bar? X bar is equal to 5. That is our mean. Okay, and here we have xi minus x bar all square. Okay, so let's write down. We have 3, we have 6 here, we have 4, we have our x, as we've gotten our x as 5 from here, and we have our 7. So we have these values here. Now let us subtract from the mean. Okay, so we have 3 minus 5. What is 3 minus 5? Our mean is 5. What is 3 minus 5? That will give us a minus 2. And what is 6? 6 minus 5 will give us 1. 4 minus 5 will give us a minus 1. 5 minus 5 will give us a 0. And 7 minus 5 will give us what? A 2. Okay, so let us square this now. The square of minus 2, that's minus 2 times minus 2. The minus will convert to a positive, and 2 times 2 is what? 4. So we have here 4. That's minus 2 times minus 2 will give us 4. And 1 square will give us 1. And minus 1 square will give us what? 1. The minus will cancel out to become positive. 0 square is still what? A 0. And 2 square will give us what? 4. Okay, so let's sum this up. What is the summation of this? This is 4 plus 1, that is 5, plus 1, 6, and 6 plus 4, that will give us what? A 10. Now coming to our formula here, the formula says is the square root of the summation of total summation of this divided by n. N is what? 5. That's our number of what? Values, which is what? 5. So we have here 10 divided by 5. Okay, and what is 10 divided by 5? 10 divided by 5 is what? 2. Okay, and so we have the square root of 2. So our SD, our standard deviation, is what? The square root of 2. And what? This is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 13 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Questions, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says a bag contains 5 black balls and 3 red balls. 2 balls are picked at random without replacement. What is the probability that a black and red balls are picked? Okay, so from this question, we're not given the order in which the balls are picked. We're not told, okay, the black ball was picked first and the other was picked, and the other ball, red, was picked. So we're not given the order in which it was picked. So it is either the first, it is picked a black ball first, then a red ball, or a red ball first, then a black ball. So that's the probability. Now, you know, probability, you have to really interpret the question. Okay, so this probability will be what? A B, R, or R, B. Okay, so either it's a black ball that is picked first, then the second is red without replacement, or a red ball is picked first, then black is also without replacement, then the black is picked. Okay, so you need to really interpret your questions well under probability, and you can check the DTW channel. We have a video that introduced probability and solved some questions, so try to check that to revise. Okay, so from here, let us span out this particular event. Okay, so here we have So the probability that a black ball is picked first without replacement, then a red ball is picked is what? Well, how many balls? First of all, the total balls is what? 5 plus 3, which is equal to what? 8. So when a black ball is picked first, that will be 5 over 8. Then a red ball is picked without replacement, that will be times 3. Without replacement, that will, you subtract 1 from 8, so it will be divided by 7. Or bracket, a red ball is picked first, and a red is what? 3 divided by what? 8. The probability that a red ball is picked, then times without replacement, then a black ball is picked. So 5 divided by what? 7, because it is without replacement, so you subtract 1. Okay, so let us simplify this. So here, what do we have? We have 5 times 3, we have 15 over what? 8 times 7 is what? 56. Or meaning what? Plus. Okay, and we have 3 times 5 is what? 15 over 8 times 7 is what? 56. 56. Okay, so from here, let us do this addition. So we have 56. This is the common LCM, and we have here 15 will just drop down plus 15. So what do we have here? We have 30 over 56. What can go? I think 2 can go. 2 here will go 15 times, and 2 here will go, that's 2, carry 1, 16, that's 8. So, and 2 here will go what? 28 times. So our answer is what? 15 over 28. And our right option here is option D. Question 14 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exam. It said on a pie chart, there are 4 sectors which 3 angles are 45, 90, and 135. If the smallest sector represents 28 naira, how much is the largest sector? Okay, you have a pie chart, and there are 4 sectors which 3 angles are 45, 90, and 135. Okay, so a pie chart has 4 sectors. I know the angles in a pie, the total sum of angles in a pie chart is what? 360 degrees. And here we are told that it has 4 sectors, and we've been given 3. Okay, so let's make the 4th one x. Let's try to look for the 4th one. So we have 45 plus 90 plus 135 plus x is equal to what? 360. Let's try to look for x so that we'll know which is the smallest. Okay, because the question says if the smallest sector represents 28, we don't know the smallest. X could be the smallest. So let's try to find out what x is. Okay, so we have here 45 plus 90 plus 135 will give us what? A 270. 270 plus x is equal to what? 360. Okay, so from here, let's take 270 to the other side. We have what? X is equal to 360 minus 270. So what do we have here? 360 minus 270 will give us what? 90 degrees. So x is what? 90 degrees. So definitely from here, the 4th number is what? The 4th sector is 90 degrees, and it means that we have 45, 90, 135, 90. So the smallest sector is what? 45. Okay, so let's draw our pie chart here. Okay, it says we have 2 sectors that are 90 degrees. So let's just draw this. So this and this. Let's say this one sector here, this is 90. Another sector here, this is what? 90. So we can say that this angle here is what? 135, while here is what? 45 degree. And we'll be told that 45 represents what? 28 naira. Okay, and you remember in your pie chart, to get the amount of a sector, I hope we remember how to get the amount of a sector. To get the amount of a particular sector, it is what? To get the amount of a particular sector, it is what? Theta over 360 times the total amount of the sector. Okay, and here we don't know the total amount of the sector. The total amount, let us make that x or y. We don't know the total amount of the sector, so it is y. But the question has given us the amount of a particular sector, okay, which is angle 45. And to get the amount of one sector, this formula we use. Okay, so we have here so from here we can do this to get our total amount. Since we know one sector, we'll just say here 28 is equal to what? 45. We know 45. sector 28. So 28 is equal to 45 divided by 360 times y. Let us try to get the total amount of the whole sector. Okay, so from here, to make y the subject of formula, take 360 to this side. We are going to have 360 times 28, then bring 45 down. We have divided by 45 equal to what? Y. So from here, so if you punch in your calculator these values, you are going to get what? Y is equal to 224. Okay, so y is equal to 224. So our total amount of all the sector is what? 224. So the questioner asks us that how much is the largest sector? Okay, and from our values here, our largest sector, we have 4590, 13590. Our largest sector is what? 135. So let's try to look for how much is our largest what? Sector. And to get the value of our largest sector, we'll have to use this formula. So we have here 135 divided by 360 times our total amount, which is what? 224. Okay. So if you punch in your calculator, 135 times 224 divided by 360, we are going to get what? 84. So the amount of our largest sector is what? 84 naira. All right. So this is our answer, 84 naira. So the correct option here is option D. Question 15 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Questions. That's your UTME CBT exam. It says the range of 4, 3, 11, 6, 9, 6, 15, 19, 23, 27, 24, 21, and 16 is, remember, what is the formula for finding our range? Our range is equal to what? The highest value minus what? The lowest value. And what is the highest value here? The highest value here is what? 27. And what is the lowest value? The lowest value is what? 3. So our range is what? 27 minus 3. And what is 27 minus 3? That will give us what? 24. So this is our range, and our right option here is option B. Question 16 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exams. It says the result of tossing a fair die 120 times is summarized above. Find the value of x. Okay, so from here we've been given the numbers and we've been given the frequency. So the total frequency here, we've been given the total frequency as what? 120 times. Okay, so just how to find the value of x, we just sum all this. Okay, we'll sum all this and equate to 120, and we'll get the value of what? X. So let's solve this together. So we have 12 plus 20 plus x plus 21 plus what? X minus 1 plus 28 is equal to what? 120. So here, what do we have? We have an x and x. So we just plus this x. We have 2x. Okay. If we add up this 12 plus 20 plus 21 plus 28, we are going to get a 81. Then we'll drop our minus 1. Then our x plus x will give us what? 2x equal to what? 120. So what is 80 minus, so 81 minus 1? That will give us what? 80 plus 2x is equal to 120. So take 80 to this side. We have 2x is equal to 120 minus what? 80. Okay. And what is 120 minus 80? That will give us what? 40. All right. And we have 2x here. To get our x, we divide both sides by 2. And we have x is equal to what? 20. So our answer is what? 20. And our right option here is option D. Question 17 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exams. It says if n permutation 3 minus 6 bracket n combination 4 is equal to 0. Find the value of n. Okay, so this is a bit of further maths. Okay, so I hope we remember the formula for permutation. N permutation r is what? N factorial over n minus r all factorial. Okay, and you know permutation deals with arrangement, and also combination. The formula for combination is what? N factorial over what? N minus r factorial and what? R factorial. And combination deals with what? Selection. Okay, so this is going to be a long one. Okay, so from here we are given NP. All right, NP3 minus 6 bracket NC4 equal to what? 0. Okay, so NP3, to interpret n permutation 3, we have what? N factorial over what? N minus 3 all factorial. This is minus 6 bracket n factorial over n minus 4 factorial 4 factorial, okay, equal to what? 0. Okay, so we have to break this down. N factorial can also be written as what? N bracket, so we can cancel out n minus 3 factorials down here. Okay, so it can be written as n minus 1 bracket n minus 2 bracket n minus 3, okay, divided by 3, then drop a factorial here, then we have divided by n minus 3 factorial, so that this n minus 3 factorial can cancel out this other n minus 3 factorial. Okay, for this minus, we drop in by our minus 6, open our bracket. N factorial can also be written as n bracket n minus 1 bracket n minus 2 bracket n minus 3, then bracket, let's manage this space, n minus 4 all factorial, okay, divided by bracket n minus 4 factorial 4 factorial. Okay, you can write it on and on. So far you have to cancel out this denominator. Okay, if this was n minus 5, you write another n minus 5 then factorial. All right, so from here from here, what do we have? We can cancel out n minus 3 factorial will cancel out here, and n minus 4 factorial will cancel out here. Okay, so we are left with what? What are we left with? We are left with n bracket n minus 1 bracket n minus 2, okay, minus 6 bracket what? N bracket n minus 1 bracket n minus 2 and bracket n minus 3. Okay, so this is what divided by 4 factorial. So this is what we are left with. So what do we do next? So from here, 4 factorial is what? 4 factorial is 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, so it means that we can cancel out this 6 from here. Since 3 times 2 is 6, right? Just say 3 times 2 is 6, so 6 will cancel out. Okay, so this 3 and 2 will cancel out. This was 6 here, so we are left with just 4. Okay, so from here, and remember this is equated to what? 0. We have a 0 here equated to what? 0. So here, what do? We can now take all this to this other side. All right, so we have n, follow me closely, okay, we have n minus 1 bracket n minus 2, taking minus, we've cancelled out this 6, taking minus bracket n minus 1 bracket n minus 2 bracket open the close, open our bracket n minus 3 divided, we are left with only 4 here. Taking it to the other side is going to be a positive. Okay, this negative will turn to a positive. So we have equal to what? N bracket n minus 1 bracket n minus 2 bracket what? N minus 3 divided by 4. Okay, so from here we can cancel out. Is that not it? This n minus 1, n minus 2 can cancel out n minus 1, n minus 2 here. I hope you understand this, because we can just easily say we'll divide both sides by n minus 1, n minus 2, and when we do that to cancel out. But you know, this is Jamb, and it's not really WAEC that I have to break the explanation down very in simple terms. We can just easily cancel out. Okay, all right, we cancel out. So, and also our n will also what? Cancel out. Since n is here, n is here. So what are we left with? When we cancel out all this, we're left with just 1 equal to what? N minus 3 divided by 4. So from here, take 4 to this side. We have, that's you cross multiply, you have 4 is equal to n minus 3. So to get our n, take minus 3 to this side. We have 4 plus 3, which is equal to what? N. All right, and what is 4 plus 3? That is 7. So n is equal to 7. All right, our answer is 7. You can either, don't get confused here, you can either take n here, bring 4 here, but doing that, taking n will go to this other side with a negative sign. This one will go to a negative sign. So you can easily just, instead of doing that, just take this minus 3 here, to this place, and let's just work within the positive range. That's why I did this, so don't be confused on this step. So n is equal to 7. So this is our answer, and our right option is option D. Question 18 of the Jamb 2018 mathematics past question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says 2 dice are thrown. What is the probability that the sum of the numbers is divisible by 3? Okay, do you understand that? 2 dice are thrown. What is the probability that the sum of the numbers, 2 dice, that's sum of die 1 and die 2, will be divisible by 3? Okay, when I see these questions of probability, I always love to, especially for 2 dice, I always love to just use the table method. Okay, so let's just do this, because if you start maybe just using your head to, oh, okay, 2 dice, 1, 6, 1, 2, 1, you might forget a number. Okay, so I just easily use the table method, which is quite fast. All right, 4, 5, 6, you have 1 here, you have 2 here, you have 3 here, you have 4, you have 5, and you have 6. So if 2 dice are thrown, you can get a 1 and a 1, or you can get a 1 and a 2, you can get a 1 or a 3, you can get, there are about 36 possible ways, okay, of getting different numbers when 2 dice are thrown. Okay, all right, so you have what? 1 and a 4, 1 and a 5, 1 and a 6. You can get a 2 and a 1 here, a 2 and a 2, a 2 and a 3, a 2 and a 4, a 2 and a 5, a 2 and a 6, a 3 and a 1, a 3 and a 2, a 3 and a 3, a 3 and a 4, a 3 and a 5, a 3 and a 6, 4 and a 1, 4 and 2, 4 and 3, 4 and 4, 4 and 5, 4 and 6. Okay, you can get a 5 and a 1, a 5 and a 2, a 5 and a 3, a 5 and a 4, a 5 and a 5, a 5 and a 6. You can get a 6 and a 1, a 6 and a 2, 6 and a 3, a 6 and a 4, a 6 and a 5, and finally a 6 and a 6. Okay, so these are the possible numbers you can get when 2 dice are thrown. All right, okay, and you have 36 possible values, outcomes. All right, so the question says now, what's the probability that the sum of the numbers is divisible by 3? So we are going to look for the sum of these numbers that can be divided by 3. Okay, so definitely what can be divided by 3 is going to be 3 itself, 6, and also 9, 12, 15. Okay, so any two of these numbers that when they sum up, they will give us 3, 6, 9, and 12. Those are the number that will be divisible by 3. So let's just circle them. So here we have 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3, is divisible by 3, and we have 1 and 2. Okay, which other numbers again? Here 5 and 1. Okay, 5 and 1 is 6. 4 and 2 is a 6. 3 and a 3 is a 6, which is divisible by 3. 2 and a 4 is a 6. And 5 and a 1 divisible by 3. From here, this is 6 and 2. 8 is not divisible by 3. Neither is 7. So here we have 6 and 3. If you add them, that is a 9. A 9 is divisible by 3. So we have a 5 and a 4, which is 9, a 4 and a 5, which is also 9, and a 3 and a 6, which is also 9. And what's our next number that can be divisible by 3? This is a 10. 6 plus 4 is a 10. 6 plus 5 is 11. Here, 6 plus 6 is a 12. Okay, and 12 can be divisible by 3. And when you divide 12 divided by 3, you get a 4. Okay, so we have how many outcomes that can be divisible by 3? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we have 12. So that probability, the outcome of numbers that are divisible by 3 is so 12. So the probability will be 12 divided by what? 36. Okay, so how many times can 12 go in 36? That will be how many times? 3 times. That's 3 times 12 is 36. So 12 in 36 will be what? 3. So our answer is what? 1 over 3. Okay, and our right option here is option B. Question 19 of the Jamb 2018 mathematics past question, that's your UTME CBT exam. It says, find the number of committees of 3 that can be formed using 2 men and 1 woman from 4 men and 3 women. Okay, so it says we should select. When you say forming of a committee, this is what combination. Okay, that's selection. All right, so we're trying to select 2 men from out of what 4 men. Okay, and we're selecting 1 woman, okay, out of 3 women. Okay, so this is our R and this is our N. Okay, and remember what's formula for combination? N R is equal to what? N factorial over N minus R all factorial then R factorial. Okay, so the question says find the number of committees of 3 that can be formed consisting of 2 men and 1 woman from 4 men and 3 women. So our formula to find this will be what? For the men, we have 4 combination 2, then multiply by the women 3 combination what? 1. Okay, so that is selecting 2 men out of what? 4 men and 1 woman out of 3 women. Okay, so from here we have what? 4 factorial over what? over 4 minus 2 all factorial then 2 factorial, and we have here 3 factorial over what? 3 minus 1 factorial 1 factorial. Okay, so from here let's simplify this. We have what is 4 factorial? 4 factorial is what? 2 times 3 times 2 times 1 divided by 4 minus 2 is what? 2. So we have 2 factorials. 2 factorial is 2 times 1. And this 2 factorial here is also times 2 times 1. Then we have times 3 factorial is what? 3 times 2 times 1 divided by what is 3 minus 1? 3 minus 1 is 2. So we have 2 factorial, and 2 factorial is what? 2 times 1. And here we just have 1 factorial. 1 factorial is what? 1. Okay, so let us cancel here. We can cancel this 2 will cancel out here, 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So we're left with 2 and 3. And what is 2 times 3? 2 times 3 is what? 6. So here what are we left with? We're left with 2 will cancel here, 2 will cancel, we're left with just 3. Okay, and that is what? 6 times 3. And what is 6 times 3? 6 times 3 will give us what? 18. So this is our answer. Our right option here is option B. Question 20 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exams. It says by how much is the mean of 30, 56, 31, 55, 43 and 44 less than the median? Okay, so we must first of all find the mean, then find the median, then now know how much. Just subtract, okay, by how much it's less than. All right, so to find our mean, we do this. I hope you know the formula to find our mean. It is what? 30 plus 56 plus 31 plus 55 plus 43 divided by how many? How many values do we have here? We have, okay, this is a 44 plus 44. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 divided by what? 6. So when we add this up, what are we going to get? We're going to get what? 259 divided by 6, and 259 divided by 6, punch in your calculator, we're going to get 43.17. So this is our mean. Okay, that's x bar our mean. So let's find the median. How do you find the median? The median is what? The middle value. So from here we have to arrange, you know, in an order. Remember, median, to get the median you arrange in an order and look for the center value. Okay, so let's arrange in a right order. So the first value will be 30. After 30 we have a 31, then 31 we have a 43, 44, 44, and the next value will be what? 55, and the next value will be what? 56. So from here, this is an even, the values are even. Okay, the number we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's even, it's not odd. If it was odd, we would have gotten a center number. So this is even. So we have to add up the 2 numbers that fall in the middle, add them up and divide them by 2. So this plus this, what will this give us? That will give us a 7 and 8. So we have 87 divided by 2. And what is 87 divided by 2? That will give us what? 43.50. So the question says by how much is the mean less than the median? So we have what? 43.5 minus what? 43.7, and this will give us what? 0.33. okay, when we subtract this, we're going to 0.33, and our right option here is option D. Question 21 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that is your UTME CBT exams. It says the locus of a point equidistant from the intersection of the lines this and this is a, okay, the first option says a line parallel to this, no. B says circle, no. C says semicircle, no. D says the bisector of the line this. Okay, so this is the correct option. And how is it correct? So we have two lines here intersecting each other. Okay, so the locus of the point equidistant from the intersection, that's if it's equidistant, it has to be what? Perpendicular to this intersecting line. Okay, so it will be the bisector, that locus will be the bisector of the two lines. Okay, bisector of the angles. So the locus will fall here. This is the locus of the point here. So it will bisect the two lines. Okay, that's, it will bisect the angles formed by the two lines. So it can't be parallel, since we're looking at two intersecting lines. Okay, it's not a circle, it's not a semicircle, it's a bisector of the line. All right, so this is the right option, option D. Question 22 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exam. It says the gradient of the straight line joining the points P, which is these values, and Q is, we're looking for a gradient of a line, and gradient of a line is what? M is equal to what? Y2 minus Y1 over what? X2 minus X1. So from here, this is what? X1, Y1, and this is what? X2, Y2. Okay, so the gradient of this line, putting in the points here, that's the gradient of PQ. Y2 is what? Minus 3. Y1 is what? We have a minus what? 7. Okay, divided by what is Y2? X2, I mean. X2 is minus 2. Then minus X1 is what? 5. Okay, so from here, if we open a bracket, this would turn to a positive. So we have a minus 3 plus 7. What's a minus 3 plus 7? We have a plus 4. And what is a minus 2 minus 5? We have what? A minus 7. So our answer is what? Minus 4 over 7. So the right option here is option C. This is a minus sign in front here. Okay. Question 23 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. It says the distance between the point 4 and 3 and the intersection of this line and this line is. Okay, so remember the distance formula. To find the distance between 2 points, it is what? All square root bracket x2 minus x1. Then we have a plus all squared plus y2 minus y1 all squared. Okay, so this is a formula to find the distance between 2 points. But from here, we've been told this first point and the intersection of these two lines. So we have to look for the point where these two lines intersect. And to find this, we're just going to use the simultaneous equation. So we just say y is equal to 2x plus 4. Then y, this is our equation 1. And y is equal to what? 7 minus x. Okay, this is equation 2. So all we need to do is just maybe, should we just cancel out immediately, or should we just put in the value of y is equal to 7x into any equation? Okay, I think it's easier. Let's do this. Let's put the value of y is equal to 7 minus x into equation 1. So we have 7 minus x equal to 2x plus 4. Okay, so let's try to look for the value of x. Let's take minus x to this side and bring 4 to this side. We have 4 minus 4 equal to 2x. Taking x to this side, we are going to have plus x. 7 minus 4 is a 3, and 2x plus x is a 3x. So divide both sides by 3. We have x as equal to 1. So it is easy now for us to get our y. Okay, just putting the value of x into equation 2. We have what? Y is equal to 7 minus 1. Okay, and what is 7 minus 1 is 6. So our value for y and x is what? This point, where the lines intersect, is what? X at 1 and y at 6. So now we have the 2 points, that is 4 and 3 and 1 and 6. So this is our x1, y1, and our x2 and y2. Okay, so let's put it into this equation. So here we have, what is x2? x2 is what? 1 minus, what is x1? x1 is what? 4 all squared plus, what is y2? y2 is 6, that is it, minus y1 is what? 3 all squared and the square root. Okay, so what is 1 minus 4? That will give us a minus 3 all squared plus, what is 6 minus 3? That will give us what? A 3 all squared. Okay, and what will this give us? Minus 3 square is what? Will give us a 9 plus, what is 3 square? Will also give us a 9. All right, and what is 9 plus 9? 9 plus 9 will give us what? A 18. Remember, we still have our square root here. Okay, and what is the square root of 18? Okay, we can break this further down. All right, in short form, we have what? 9 times 2. 9 times 2 is what? 18. So we have what? The square root of 9 times the square root of 2. And what's the square root of 9? The square root of 9 is 3. Then times root 2, we have what? Root 2. So this is our answer, 3 root 2. And our right option here is option B. Question 24 of our Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. It says, find the equation of the line through the point this. We are told to find the equation of the line. And the formula for finding the equation of the line is what? Y minus y1 equal to what? M bracket x minus x1. Okay, where m is equal to y2 minus y1. That's your gradient, divided by x2 minus what? X1. So the formula becomes y minus y1 equal to what? Y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1, all into bracket x minus x1. Okay, so this is the formula we're going to use. So we're going to put in these values into this equation. So we have here x1, y1 and x2, y2. Okay, so let's put in these values here to get the equation of the line. Okay, so y will still remain the same as y minus, what is y1? y1 is what? 1 equal to y2 is 4 minus y1 is what? 1 divided by what is x2? x2 is what? Minus 1 over 2 minus x1 is what? Minus 2. Okay, bracket x minus, what is x1? That's another minus 2 here. Okay, so let's break this down. So we have here 4 minus 1 will give us what? A 3, right? Okay, that will give us a 3. Let me draw a line here. Okay, so we have a y minus 1 equal to 3 over, let us try to solve this here. So if we open a bracket, y times minus times minus will be a plus. Okay, so we have a plus 2 here. Okay, let us solve this fraction down here. So what's the LCM? This is 2 over 1. The LCM here will be 2. 2 into 2 is 1. And times minus 1, we have a minus 1 plus 2 into 2 is how many times? Is 2. 2 in 1 is 2. And 2 times 2 will give us what? A 4. So here we have a minus 2 plus 4. What is a minus 2 plus 4? That will give us a positive 3 divided by 2. So here, down here, we have what? 3 divided by 2. And we're left with minus times this minus will be a positive, so we are left with here x plus 2. So if we have this 3 divided by 3 over 2, you know 2 would come up, right? So we have a 3 times 2 over 3. So this 3 will cancel out this 3, we're left with 2 here. Remember, we still have a x plus 2 in our bracket and we have a y minus 1 here. So we're left with what? 2 bracket x plus 2. Then y minus 1. So let's open up this bracket. We have 2 times this is 2x plus 2 times 2 is what? 4. And we have y minus 1. You know, we're looking for the equation of the line. So y has to be alone here. So we have y, taking minus 1 to this other side, we have equal to 2x plus minus 1 to this other side will turn to a positive. So we have a plus 1. So we have here y is equal to 2x. What is 4 plus 1? We have what? 5. So this is our equation of the line. So I want our right option here. Our right option here is option B. Question 25 of our Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says, if angle theta is 135 degree, evaluate cos theta. Okay, let's draw our quadrant. Remember, every angle, sine, cosine, and tan is positive here. Sine is only positive here. Tan is only positive in the third quadrant, and in the fourth quadrant, only cos is what? Positive. So let's find where 135 falls. Okay, this is 90, and 135, since it's not greater than 180, 135 will fall in our second what? Quadrant. Okay, and our second quadrant, only the sign is what? Positive. So definitely we're looking for cos, so cos will be what? Negative. So to get cos theta will be what? A negative cos theta bracket 180 minus 135. Okay, and that will give us what? Minus cos theta. 180 minus 135 will give us what? 45. So what is cos 45? Cos 45 is what? Root 2 over 2. And don't forget our negative sign. We'll add a negative sign here. So this is the answer. Cos 45 is root 2 over 2. On your tables, you have a 1 over root 2. But you know, in sorts, you can't put a square root under. You have to what? Rationalize it. In rationalizing, you get your root 2 over 2. So our right option here is option C. Question 26 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says a man stands on a tree 150 centimeter high. On a tree, let's draw this tree, sorry. The man stands here, okay, and sees a boat at an angle of depression 75 degree. Angle of depression, okay, angle of depression. This is the angle of depression 75 what? Degree is 74, sorry, 74 degree, okay. So let's complete our triangle here. Definitely, if this angle is 74 degrees, alternate angle, this angle will be what? 74 degrees, okay, and this is a right angle triangle, and the height of the tree is what? 150 centimeter. The question says find the distance of the boat from the base of the tree. Okay, we're told to find what? X, the distance of the boat. Okay, he sees a boat, so let's say the boat is here at this exact point. Okay, so we're looking for the distance of the boat from the base of the tree, which is what? X. So to get X, let's look into trigonometry. So if this is our angle 74 degree, it means this is our opposite, this is our adjacent, and this is our hypotenuse. Okay, and remember our so ka toi. All right. Okay, so what can fall between opposite and adjacent? Definitely it's going to be a tan. Okay, that is toi. All right, so we have what? Tan 74 is equal to what? Our opposite, which is what? 150 divided, our value we're looking for is what? X. So making X subject to the formula, take X here, bring tan 75 down. We have X is equal to 150 divided by tan 74. Okay, and if you punch in your calculator, what is tan 74? We have 150 divided by 3.487, and this will give us what? If you divide 150 by this, you are going to get what? 43.02 centimeter. Okay, so this is our value. X is equal to 43.02 centimeter, and approximately our answer would be, the nearest value would be what? 43. So our answer is what? B. Question 27 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question says if y is equal to x squared minus 1 over x squared. This is a mistake here. This is supposed to be 1, x raised to power 1, or just x. Okay, there's no 2 here. Find definitely dy dx. Okay, so how do we do this? First of all, let's break this, simplify y. Y will be equal to what? X raised to power 2. Let us take this x up. So we have minus x raised to power what? Minus 1. All right, so let's differentiate this. When you're doing Jamb mathematics, you must learn a bit of calculus, integration and differentiation. Very, very important. Please don't run away from it. Try to just do examples on it to understand it. Okay? So to differentiate this to be 2 times x, where we have 2x, then subtract the power by 1. In integration, you add the power and you divide. Okay? So subtract the power by 1, so we just have x raised to the power 1 here, which you can just leave that out, minus, then minus 1 times this, that will be minus 1, then x raised to the power minus 1. This will be what? Minus 1 minus 1. So this will give us what? Minus 1 minus 1 will give us what? A minus 2. So here what do we have? We have 2x minus times minus will give us a positive. Positive 1 times this will give us what? X raised to the power minus 1. So, minus 2. So here we have what? 2x plus, we can invert this by simplifying further, so we have plus 1 over x raised to the power 2. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 28 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question says, find the y dx if y is equal to cos x. Okay, this is easy, but still some students, it's even me, I remember when in school, you could get confused on this. Okay, when you are in differentiation, the differential of cos x is always what? A negative sine x. Okay, all right, and the differential of what? Sine x is a positive what? Cos x. But it is opposite in integration. In integration, the integral of sine x will be what? Negative cos x, while the integral of cos x will be what? Positive positive sine x. So that's where students miss it, because they mix up integration and differentiation of cos and sine. Okay, so for the differential of cos x, it's what? Minus sine x, and our right answer is option B. Question 29 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says evaluate the integral. We're having two limits here, the upper limit being 2 and the lower limit being 1. The integral of what? X squared minus 4x dx. I hope you remember our integration. Remember, when you are preparing for Jamb, you have to what? Study your calculus. Okay, you have to know a bit of calculus, your differentiation and integration. Okay, so from here, what do we do? So first of all, what's the integral of x squared minus 4x? And the integral of that is, what's the integral of x square? That will be what? You are going to add a 1 to the power, which will give us what? 3. Then you divide x by what? 3. So we have what? X raised to the power 3, which is 2 plus 1, then divide by what? 3. Then minus 4x, we are going to add 1 to this power. This x has a power of 1, so when we add another 1, it's going to be 2, and we'll divide by 2. So we have what? 4x squared divided by 2. From here, 2 can cancel out. This is 1, and this is what? 2. So what are we left with? We're left with what? X raised to the power 3 over 3 minus what? 2. And considering our limits, our upper limit being what? 2, and our lower limit being what? 1. So let us put in the value of our limit into the equation. Okay, into x. Okay, so here we have what? For 2, we have what? 2 raised to the power 3 over 3 minus what? Sorry, we didn't drop this. This is x squared. Okay, minus 2 raised to the power minus 2 times 2 raised to power what? 2. Okay, all into brackets. Then we're going to subtract the lower limit, that is 1. Put the value of x as 1. Okay, so we have here 1 raised to power 3 divided by 3 minus what? 2 times 1 raised to power 2. Okay, let's solve this. What do we have here? We're going to have 8 over 3 minus, this is 2 raised to the power 2 is 4. 4 times 2 will give us what? 8. We have 8 over 1 here. So let's solve this fraction quickly. What's the LCM here? The LCM will be 3. 3 in 3 is 1 times 1 times 8 will give us what? 8 minus, what is 3 in 1? 3 in 1 is what? Is still 3. And 3 times 8 will give us what? 24. And what is 8 minus 24? 8 minus 24 will give us a minus what? 16. Okay, divided by 3. So we have minus 16 over 3 here. So here, let's solve this. We have 1. 1 raised to the power 3 is still 1. So we have 1 divided by 3 minus 2 times 1 raised to the power 1, which 1 raised to the power 2, I mean, is still 1. And 1 times 2 is still 2. So let's solve this fraction here. We have our LCM as 3. 3 in 3 is 1. And 1 times 1 is still 1. Minus 3 in 1 is still 3. or 1 in 3 is 3, and 3 times 2 is what? 6. So 1 minus 6 will give us what? 5. It will give us a negative what? 5 over 3. Okay, so from here, what do we have? We have a minus 16 divided by 3 minus 5 over 3. This negative will multiply. Okay, so negative times negative will give us what? A positive. So we have here minus 16 over 3 plus 5 over 3. So let's find what's the LCM here. Solving this fraction, the LCM is what? 3. Okay, 3 in 3 is 1. And 1 times minus 16, we have still a minus 16, plus 3 in 3 is 1. And 1 times 5, we have a positive what? 5. So what is minus 16 plus 5? Minus 16 plus 5 will give us what? A negative what? 11. So we have minus 11 over 3. So this is our answer. Our answer is what? Minus 11 over 3. And our right option here is option D. Question 30 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exam. It says evaluate the integral of what? We have two limits here, pi over 4 to 0, and we're looking for the integral of sec squared theta. Okay, so what integral of sec squared theta? The integral of sec squared theta is what? Tan theta. All right, our integral of what? Sec squared theta is equal to what? Tan theta. And we have this limit here, pi over 4 to 0. So let's put in. So we have here tan, put in pi over 4 as what? Theta. So we have pi over 4 here, then minus tan 0. Okay, so from here, what do we have? What is pi over 4? Pi over 4 is what? 180 divided by 4. Minus tan 0 is what? It still is 0. Okay, what is 180 divided by 4? That is what? 45. So we have what? Tan 45 what? Degrees. So, and what is tan 45? From your special angles, tan 45 is what? 1. So our answer here is option A. Question 31 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exams. It says find the sum to infinity of the following series. Okay, we have this series here. Okay, this series is what? A GP. Okay, when you see a series like this, it's what? A GP. And what's the formula to find the sum to infinity? Okay, when you hear of sum to infinity and you see this particular series, a GP, and always make sure before you enter the exam hall, try to know your formulas, the GP formulas, and also the AP, your arithmetic progression formulas. Okay, to find the sum to infinity of this GP series, the formula is what? Is what? A, which is our first term, or divided by 1 minus our common ratio. So here, what is A? A is the first term. A is equal to what? 0.5. And our common ratio is what? R is equal to what? What is it? That is 0.05 divided by 0.5. And that will give us what? A 0.5. Okay? So we have a common ratio. If you divide this by this, is also a 0.5. That's what makes it a GP. So let's in this value of our first term and our common ratio into our formula. So what is our first term? Is 0.5. Then 1 minus our common ratio is what? 0.1. Here, what do we have? We have a 0.5 divided by 0.9. From here, all we need to do is just to shift our decimal place. If we're shifting one time, we'll do the same to our denominator. So we shift here and we are left with what? 5 over 9. So this is our answer. Our answer is what? 5 over 9. And the right option here is option B. Question 32 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exams. It says the third term of an arithmetic progression is minus 9 and the seventh term is minus 29. Find the 10th term of the progression, arithmetic progression. What's the formula for finding the nth term of arithmetic progression? Okay, the nth term is what? A plus what? Bracket n minus 1. Close the bracket, then D, which is our common difference, and N is the term, and A is what? Our first term. Okay, so from this question you can see we are going to have a simultaneous equation. Since we've been given the third term as this, we've been given the seventh term as this, so we have to look for our A and we have to look for our D. So for our first equation, they said the third term is what? is 9. Okay, so we have here, let's write this equation the other way. So we have here a plus bracket 3 minus 1 close the bracket d is equal to what? Minus 9, which is what? Equation 1. Okay, and we have a plus our seventh term bracket 7 minus 1 close bracket d is equal to what? Minus 29. So what will this give us? This will give us what? This will give us a plus 3 minus 1, that is 2, and times d is what? 2d, equal to what? Minus 9. And here we have a plus 7 minus 1, that is what? 6, and 6 times d what? 6. We have 6d equal to what? Minus 29. Okay, so this is equation 1 and this is equation 2. So let us use elimination method. From here we can eliminate a by introducing a negative sign. Okay, so a will cancel out. A plus a minus a will give us a 0. Okay, and this negative sign will affect all the signs on equation 2. So this positive here will turn to a negative, and this negative here will become a what? Positive. Okay, so we cancel out a. Here we have, excuse me. So here we have plus 2d minus 6d. Okay, so what is plus 2d minus 6d? Plus 2d minus 6d will give us a negative of 4d, equal to a minus 9 plus 29 will give us a positive what? 20. Okay, that's 29 minus 9 will give us 20, and the sign will be what? Positive. So what do? We'll divide both sides by what? Minus 4. Okay, dividing both sides by minus 4. Minus 4 will cancel here, so we have d is equal to 20 divided by 4 is a 5. So d, dropping the minus negative sign, and also 5. Okay, that's 4 in 20 is what? 5. Okay, so our d is what? Minus 5. So we can put the value of d as minus 5 into any of the equation. Let us use equation 1, and equation 1 says what? A plus 2d is equal to minus 9. So let's put the value of minus 5 as d into this equation. So we have what? A plus 2 bracket minus 5 is equal to minus 9. So we have a plus 2 times minus 5 will give us what? A minus 10. Okay, and minus 10 plus times this positive here will give us a negative what? 10, equal to what? Minus 9. So here we have what? A minus 10 equal to minus 9. So a, taking minus 10 to the other side, we have a positive 10. So we have minus 9 plus 10. A is equal to what? 1. Okay, that's a positive 1. Since 10 carries the largest number carries a positive sign. Okay, if you are still confused on how to, this is very important in maths, please. If you are still confused on your negative and positive sign, the rules, how to add, how to subtract, how to multiply them, work around them, please try and watch a video on the channel, understanding the rules of positive and negative signs in addition, subtraction, division, multiplication. It's very important, because this is what makes students, very little mistake that would make you fail. Okay, but I believe God that He would open your understanding and you will get this properly, okay, before your exams. Okay, so please make sure you learn your signs properly. All right. Okay, so from here we have A and we have our value of D. So the question says find the 10th term of the progression. So all we need to do now is find our 10th term. Okay, and put the values of A and D into this equation to get our 10th term. So to find our 10th term, okay, our 10th term, we have what? A is what? 1 plus bracket 10 minus 1 bracket our D is what? Minus 5. So we have here 1 plus, what is 10 minus 1? We have what? A 9, and a 9 times minus 5. What would that give us? We have 1 plus, what is 9 times 5? 9 times 5 is 45. And you know we have a negative sign here, so we have minus 45. Okay, so from here, plus and minus, it will definitely be a minus. So we have 1 minus 45. Okay, so 1 minus 45 will give us what? A minus 44. So our 10th term is a minus 44, and our right option here is option C. Question 33 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exam, says if x star y equal to x plus y square. Find the value of this operation. This is a binary operation, so we're going to find the value of this using the binary operation given to us here. Okay, so from here, what do we do? Since x star y is equal to x plus y square, first of all, let's consider 2 and 3 inside this bracket. So this will be x and this will be y. Okay, so putting the value as this here, so we have what here? We have 2 plus y is what? 3 raised to power 2. Okay, just leave this star 5 here, just leave this star 5. Let's solve this first, then this will become our x, y will now become our y5 will now become our y. So if we solve this, we have 2 plus 9. What is 2 plus 9? 2 plus 9 is what? 11. So we have 11 now, star, okay, 5. So this will become our x and y. So let's put our x and y as this what particular operation here. So our x is what? Our x is 11 plus our y is 5, then raised to power 2. What is 11 plus what is 5 raised to power 2? That will be what? 25. And 11 plus 25, that will give us a 6 and a 3. So we have our answer as what? 36. So our right option here is option B. Question 34 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says if P and Q are two non-zero numbers and 18 brackets P plus Q is equal to 18 plus P bracket all into bracket Q, which of the following must be true? Okay, so let's just solve this equation here to know which would be true. Okay, plus Q is equal to 18 plus P bracket Q all into Q. So let us open up the bracket. We have here 18P plus 18Q is equal to Q times this. That is 18Q plus Q times P. We have PQ. Okay, let's take like terms. Okay, we have 18Q here. Let's bring it to this side so it can cancel out here. We have 18P plus 18Q minus 18Q is equal to PQ. So from here, plus 18Q minus 18Q, which has the same variable, will cancel out as 0. We have here 18P equal to what? PQ. From here, P is here, P is here. It can easily cancel out. We just say divide both sides by P. Okay, let me just say divide both sides by P. So this will cancel, and we have what? 18 is equal to Q, which is Q is equal to what? 18. So which will be true? Okay, since we have Q is equal to 18, this will be true, okay, which is B. Q is equal to 18. This is what will be true. Which of the following must be true? Is Q is equal to 18. Our right option here is option B. Question 35 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says if this is the determinant. This, when you see this sign, this is a matrix sign, and this two parallel lines with values in it is what? The determinant. If the determinant of this particular values is equal to what? 15, find the value of x. Okay, how do we find the value of determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix? All you need to do is just say 7 times x minus 2 times 3. Okay, so here we have 7x minus what's 2 times 3, that is what? 6, equal to what? 15. Okay, so you have here 7x, take 6 to the other side, we have equal to 15 plus 6. So we have 7x. What's 15 plus 6? That will give us 21. Divide both sides by 7. How many times will 7 go in 21? Will give us what? 3 times. Okay, because 3 times 7 is what? 21. So x is equal to what? 3. Okay, our answer here is what? Option B. Question 36 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says evaluate this. Okay, look for the determinant of this 3 by 3 matrix. Okay, so to start looking for the determinant of a 3 by 3 matrix, and if you need revision on that, there's also a video on DTW tutorials YouTube channel that explains matrix. Okay, so you put a plus here, you put your signs, get your signs right first, a plus, negative, plus. Okay, and you take for the first particular column and the first row, okay, you just cross this out like this. What is this part? Okay, this part is 6391 So you then perform the operation like we do on a 2 by 2 matrix, okay, to find the determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix. Okay, that's after you've crossed. Okay, let's just cross here. Okay, cross here, okay. I hope you can still see the numbers. All right, so we have 6 3 9 1. So all we need to do is just say 1 times 6. Okay, so let's write it down here. So you put 2 out is equal to 2 out. 2 is carrying a positive sign, so that's why we didn't put that here. 2 bracket 1 times 6 is what is 6, minus 9 times 3 is what, 27. Okay, then put a minus here. We have a 0 here, so 0. Okay, 0, then bracket. If we rule out, we are left with 4 3 8 and 1. So 4 times 1 is what, 4, and 8 times 3 minus what, 24, bracket, plus 5 bracket, cross here, cross this column, okay, where 5 stays, cross this column where 5 stays, and the row where 5 is, and we're left with 4 6 8 9. So what is 9 times 4? 9 times 4 is what, 36, minus what is 8 times 6? 8 times 6 is what, 48. Okay, so here we have what 6 minus 27. 6 minus 27 will give us a minus 21, bracket 2. You know this is 0, so everything here will be 0. If we subtract, we get minus 20. Minus 20 times 0 is still 0. So let's just put a minus 0 here, plus what, 36 minus 48 will give us a minus 12. So we have a minus 12, bracket what, 5. Okay, so here let's open the bracket here. We have a minus 2 times minus 21. That will give us a minus 42. Okay, let's leave out 0. Then here we have a negative here, minus 5 times minus 12 will give us what, a minus 60, and this minus would cancel out this positive to give us what, a minus, or let me just put everything down so we're not confused. So here we have minus 0, then minus 5 times minus 12 give us a minus what, 60. Okay, so what are we left with? We're left with what, minus 42 minus 60, since this is 0. And what is minus 42 minus 60? It's going to give us what, a negative 102. And this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Question 37 of the Jamb 2018 mathematics past question says, if P is equal to this, what is P minus 1? That is, what is P inverse? Now to get P inverse is what, the transpose the transpose now. Now to get this P inverse is what, the transpose of what, P divided by the determinant of P. Okay, that's the formula to get your P inverse. All right, anything inverse, A inverse, K inverse is what, your transpose over the transpose of the matrix divided by the determinant of the matrix. And how do you get the transpose of your matrix? Now, to get the transpose of a 2 by 2 matrix, the transpose is found by interchanging the magnitude of the elements in the principal diagonal. Okay, you interchange this, then after that you now change the signs in the other what, diagonal. Okay, how do we do this? Just follow me closely. Okay, so you have P bracket what, 2 minus 3 1 1. Okay, so what do? We interchange this first. P transpose, the first thing we interchange, carry 1 here and put 2 down. Then the next thing, we'll change the signs, we'll make it negative. Okay, we'll multiply the other diagonal. Okay, you know this is the principal diagonal, then the other diagonal will what, interchange the signs. That's, we'll multiply it by a negative sign. So if we multiply 1 plus 1 by a negative sign, we are going to get a negative 1. If we now multiply minus 3 by a negative sign, okay, that is you have minus 3. It's going to give us what, a positive 3. So we have a 3 here. Okay, so this is our transpose. Okay, now let's get our determinant. What is the determinant of P? Determinant of this matrix, 2 minus 3 1 1. Okay, determinant is will give us what? That is 1 times 2, that is 2, minus 1 times minus 3, that is minus 3, and this is what, 2 plus 3, and this will give us what, 5. So what do we have here? Our inverse now, P inverse is equal to our transpose over what? Our determinant. Is that not it? What is our transpose? Our transpose is this. So we have bracket 1, 3 minus 1, 2 divided by what? 5. So let's divide every value in this matrix by 5. So we have here 1 over 5, 3 over 5, minus 1 over 5, and 2 over 5. So this is the inverse of P. And what is our right option here? We have just one sign here. So the right option is option D. Question 38 of the JAMB 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exam. It says from the diagram above, find X. Okay, we have to find this angle here. Okay, let us analyze this circle. Okay, remember our circle theorems, all right? So in analyzing this circle, this you can see here we have a line here, so and this is the center, so this is a semicircle. Okay, and when you have a semicircle, the angle in a semicircle is a right angle triangle. So this angle here is what 90. Okay, this is a 90-degree angle. Okay, so angle RTS is equal to what? 90-degree. Okay, that is what angle in a semicircle is, a right angle. Okay, so from here, this is 90. All right, now and we have a tangent here, and here we have an angle which is what? X. Now if you remember the theorem, it says that the angle between the tangent and a chord drawn from the point of contact of that tangent, this is a chord, okay, and this is the tangent. So this angle, okay, is equal to the angle of the alternate segment, and this is the alternate segment here, okay, of the circle. All right, so this angle is equal to what? This angle. And to get this angle is quite simple. Since we have this angle and we have 90, all we need to do is the angle in the triangle is what? Supplementary. Is that not it? So RTS, all the angles are equal to what? 180. So to get this angle, we are going to get our value of X. So let us add up. So we have 25 plus 90 plus X is equal to what? 180. So what is 25 plus 90? 25 plus 90 is 115 plus X equal to 180. So here we have what? X is equal to 180 minus 115. So what is 180 minus 115? We have what? 65. So our answer is 65. So if this angle is 65, which is the alternate segment, okay, to this particular angle here, which this angle is the angle between the tangent and the chord drawn from the point of contact of that tangent, okay, so X is equal to 65. Our right answer here is option B. Okay, so in circle theorems, all you need to do is remember your theorems, and your job will be made easy for you. All right, question 39 of the JAMB 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exams. It says the interior angles of a quadrilateral are this, and this. Find the value of the least interior angle. Okay, what is the sum of the interior angles of a quadrilateral? It is equal to what? 360. Okay, that's the total sum. So we're going to add all this up and equate it to 360 to get our value for X. Okay, so let us add them up. We have what? X plus 15 plus bracket 2x minus 45 plus bracket x minus 30 plus bracket x plus 10 equal to what? 360. Okay, so from here, what do we have? We have here x plus 15 plus 2x minus 45 plus x minus 30. It's easier because this is, we're just adding. If it was a negative sign, we have to multiply everything in the bracket by the negative sign. All right, so plus x plus 10 equal to what? 360. Okay, so let us sum this up. Okay, so we have x plus 2x plus x and x here. So x plus 2x is 3x, plus another x we have 4x, plus another x we have what? 5x. Okay, so from here we have 15 minus 45. That will give us a minus 30. Is that not it? Is that going to give us a minus 30? Yes, it's going to give us a minus 30. And minus 30 minus 30 will give us a minus 60. And minus 60 plus 10 will give us what? A minus 50. Okay, so here we have total of minus what? 50 equal to what? 360. Okay, so 5x, taking 50 to the other side, we have 360 plus 50. Okay, so 5x is equal to what? 350 plus 360 plus 50 will give us 410. Then we divide both sides by 5. What will this give us? 5 into 40, I think we have a 8 remainder 1, and 5 into 10 is what? 2. So our answer is what? 82. So the value of x is what? 82. Okay, now the questions didn't say we should find the value of x. The question asked us to find the value of the least interior angle. So to find the least interior angle, you can see if okay, you can see where Jamb is tricky. You can just quickly just go that the value of x is 82. No, the value of x is not 82. You can see the answer here. The question says find the value of the least interior angle. So we're going to put the value of x into each of every one to know the exact angle. So for x plus 15, what do we have? That is a 82 plus 15. And what is 82 plus 15? That will give us what? A 97. And 2x minus 45. That will give us what? That is 2 times 82 minus 45. And what is 2 times 82? That's 164 minus 45. And minus 45 will give us what? A 119. And we have x, that's the third angle, x minus, why am I always writing positive? Sorry. We have minus 30. Okay? And what is x? That's 82 minus 30. 82 minus 30 will give us what? 52. And the last one we have x plus 10. And that is what? 82 plus 10. And which will give us what? 92. So from the question, it says find the value of the least interior angle. The least interior angle from here is what? 52. So our right option is option D. Question 40 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says from the cyclic quadrilateral TUVW above, find the value of x. Okay, this is a circuit theorem also, which is a cyclic quadrilateral, and when you have two opposite angles, they are equal to what? 180. The theorem says opposite interior angle of a cyclic quadrilateral is what? Supplementary. So you have what? 88 plus, this is bracket 3x plus 20 is equal to what? 180. So let's solve this. We have 88 plus 3x plus 20 equal to what? 180. What is 88 plus 20? We have is a 8 here and a 10, okay, plus 3x equal to 180. So let's 3x is equal to, take 108 to the other side, we have 180 minus 108. And what will this give us? If we subtract 180 minus 108, we are going to have a 2 here, remainder 7, we have a 72. So 3x is equal to 72. So to get x, divide both sides by 3. You have what? X. How many times will 3 go in 72? It will go 24 times. It's equal to what? 24. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option C. Question 41 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says find the integral of x squared plus x3 minus 5 bracket dx. Okay, so how do we do this? I hope you remember our integration. Okay, so we have here x squared plus 3x minus 5 all bracket dx. So to get the integral of this, you're going to add 1 to the power. It's going to give us 3, and you divide x by 3. So we have what? X raised to the power 3 divided by 3 plus add 1 to the power of x. Okay, this is 1 plus 1, that is 2, and divide by 2. Okay, so we have 3x squared divided by 2. Here minus x is just x raised to the power 0. Okay, so you add 1 to the power of x. Okay, and we have x raised to the power 1, which is the same x, and divide by 1. Okay, and 5 divided by 1 is still what? 5. So we have here 5x. Okay, and add our constant k. So this is our answer. All right, and our right option here, what's our right option here? What's the right option here? Okay, our right option here is option C. Question 42 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exam. It says evaluate this, okay, and give your answer in standard form. So how are we going to solve this? Okay, so we have this here, we have 0.0028213 divided by 0.634. Okay, so let's try to get the whole numbers. Okay, so we'll divide, then we'll now play around with the powers. Okay, so here we have, let's shift this decimal point to make this a whole number. So we'll shift it how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have here 28213 times what? 10 raised to the power minus 7. Since we are shifting our decimal place to our right hand side, it will take a what? Negative what? Sign. If we're going towards our left hand side, shifting our decimal places this way, left hand side, it will be a what? Positive. Okay, divided by, let's shift this, we have 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's 634 times what? 10 raised to the power minus 3. So when we divide 281213 divided by 634, we are going to get what? 45.5. Okay, and also when we solve these powers, okay, these powers of 10, we have this, you know, when we have 10 raised to power minus 7 divided by 10 raised to power minus 3, what is it? It is what? 10 minus 7, division sign means what? A minus, then minus 3. So you have here 10 minus 7 plus 3. And what is 10 minus 7 plus 3? Minus 7 plus 3 will give us what? A minus 4. So we have 4.5 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 4. Okay, in standard form. Okay, so from here we don't have a 44 in our answer, so we're only having a 4 point. So it means we have to shift this decimal point to the left hand side by 1. So when we shift by 1 to the left hand side, as I said earlier, it's a what? Positive 1. So you're going to add a what? Plus 1. And what is minus 4 plus 1? We're going to have 4.45 here times minus 4 plus 1 will give us a 10 raised to the power minus 3. Okay, and what is our answer? The right option here is option A. Question 43 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exam. It says calculate the simple interest on 6,500 for 4 years at 6%. What's the formula for interest? Is what? PRT divided by what? 100. Okay, so what is our principal? Our principal is 6,500. What is our rate? Our rate is 6%. And what is the time? The time is what? 4 years. Okay, divided by 100. Okay, so this 0 will cancel this 0. We're left with 65 times 6 times 4. And what is 65 times 6 times 4? We're going to get what? A 1,560 naira. Okay, so we're going to get 1,560 naira. So, and our interest, simple interest, is what? 1,560 naira. And our right option here is option B. Question 44 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's a UTME CBT exams. It says, given the quadrilateral RSTO inscribed in the circle with O as the center, find the size angle x given RST as what? 60. RST as 60. Okay, this is quite simple. Remember the circle theorem, which says the angle at the center is what? Twice that at the what? Circumference. Okay, so x is equal to 2 times 60. And what is 2 times 60? That is what? 120 degrees. So x is equal to what? 120. Our right option here is option C. Question 45 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your CBT exams. It says the locus of a point which is equidistant from the line PQ forms a what? What does it form? Okay, the locus of a point which is equidistant from a line PQ. Let's say this line is PQ. Okay, this is Q and P, and it's equidistant from the line. That means it would form a perpendicular to that line. The first option says it's a circle center P. No. B says a pair of parallel lines. No, since the question doesn't even talk of anything parallel. Okay. The C says circle center Q. No. D is what? Perpendicular to a perpendicular line to what? PQ. Because the locus, if it will be equidistant, okay, on the line, it would cross the line, and where this will be equidistant from this point, and also this will be equidistant from what? This from Q will also be equidistant from the locus. Okay, so it forms a what? Perpendicular line to PQ. So this is the right option, D. Question 46 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question says, evaluate sine 45 plus sine 30 in short form. What is sine 45? Do we remember? Sine 45 is 1 whole number 1 over root 2. Okay, and please make sure you before you get into the exam hall, you have your special angles at heart. That's special angles for 30, 60, and 45, and also 90. Okay, so it's what sine 45 is what 1 over root 2, and you know you can't leave a root in the denominator. If you rationalize, you're going to have what? 2 root 2 over what? 2. Okay, so sine 45 is what? Root 2 over 2 plus what is sine 30? That is what? Half. So let us add this up. 2 will be the LCM. 2 into is 1 times root 2 is still root 2, plus 2 into is 1 times 1 is still what? 1. So what do we have here? We have here, we can simply state this as what? 1 plus what? Plus root 2 over 2. So this is our answer, and our right option here is option D. Question 47 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says, from the table above, calculate the mean of the scores. Okay, what's the formula for finding our mean? Our mean is what? The summation of what? Fx, your frequency, times the scores divided by the summation of what? Your frequency. So let us draw our table to get the summation of f and summation of what? Fx. Okay, so our score here, 5 has a frequency of 3, 8 has a frequency of 1, 3 has a frequency of 5, 2 has a frequency of 6. So 5 times 3 is what? 15. That's, we're looking for fx, which is this times this. 8 times 1 is 8, 3 times 5 is what? 15, and 2 times 6 is what? 12. So let's add this up. 8 plus 2 will give us a 20, and 15 plus 15 is 30, and 30 plus 20 will give us what? A 50, divided by 3 plus 1, that is a 4. 4 plus 5, that is what? A 9, and 9 plus 6 will give us what? 15. So fx is what? 50, and the summation of f is what? 15. And what is 50 divided by 15? We are going to get a 3.333. So our right option here is option D. Question 48 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question, that's your UTME CBT exams. It says evaluate this. This is a fraction, and we're going to follow the rule of what? Board mass. Okay, so board mass, we are going to first starts with the bracket, so we'll solve what is in the bracket. So we have a 1 minus bracket 1 over 5. Let's convert this mixed fraction to improper fraction. So we have 3 times 1, that is 3, plus 2 will give us what? A 5 over 3. Bracket plus bracket open, we have 5, and 3 times 1 is a 3, plus 2 will give us still a 5 over 3. Okay, sorry, this is not plus, this is a division sign here. Okay, this is division sign. All right, okay, so let's solve this. 5 will cancel out 5, so we're left with 1 minus 1 over 3. Then here, since this division, 3 would invert. Okay, so we have 3 over 5, and it will turn this sign to a multiplication sign. So 5 will cancel out 5 here. We're left with just what? 3. Okay, so we have plus 3. Now, what's the next operation to perform? Off, there's no off, division, no division, multiplication, no multiplication again. We just have subtraction and addition, the next operation to perform is what? Addition. So let us add 1 and 3. Okay, addition first. Okay, so we have 1 plus 3, then minus 1 over 3. So what is 1 plus 3? 1 plus 3 is what? 4. So we are left with what? 4 minus 1 over 3. And subtraction is the next operation. So let us subtract this. What's the LCM here? LCM is 3. 1 in 3 will go 3 times, and 3 times 4 is what? 12. Minus 3 in 3 is 1. 1 times 1 will give us a 1. So what is 12 minus 1? That we have 11 over 3. So our answer is 11 over 3. If we convert this to mixed fraction, how many times will 3 go in 11? 3 will go in 11 3 times. Remainder 2 divided by 3. And what's our right option here? Our right option is option D. Question 49 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your CVT exams. It says find the gradient of the line joining the point this. Okay, what's the formula for finding the gradient of the line? Is what? y2 minus y1 over what? x2 minus what? x1. Where this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, and this is what? y2. Okay, so what do we have here? What is y2? y2 is what? 4 minus what is y1? 2 divided by what is x2? x2 is what? 1 minus what is x1? 3. And what is 4 minus 2? That will give us a 2. And what is 1 minus 3? That will give us a minus 2. And 2 would cancel out 2. We're left with 1. And don't forget your negative sign. We're going to drop it here, and we have a minus 1. And our right option here is option C. Question 50 of the Jamb 2018 Mathematics Past Question. That's your UTME CBT exams. It says if a rod of 10 centimeter in length was measured as 10.5 centimeter, calculate the percentage error. Okay, the rod, the actual length is what? The real length is 10 centimeter, but there was an error and it was measured as what? 10.5 centimeter. So how do you calculate percentage error? Percentage error, how do you calculate it? Percentage error is what? Our error over our actual results times what? 100%. Okay, and what is the error? The error is what? 10.5 minus what? 10. Our actual length is what? 10 times 100. And what is 10.5 minus 10? That will give us what? A 0.5 divided by 10 times 100. Okay, this will cancel out. We have 10 times 0.5, and 10 times 0.5 will give us what? 5%. Okay, so this is our answer, and our right option here is option A. Thank you for staying to the end of this video. I know it's quite a long one, but thank you for watching this video to the end. Don't forget, please, to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also, please share this video to people that needs it. Okay, your friends, family, colleagues, share this video to them to help them prepare for their exams, so that they won't depend on expo or malpractice. Please share this video. All right, and don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and thank you, okay, for staying tuned. You are destined to win. That is DTW tutorials. Okay, and don't forget, please, Jesus Christ is coming soon. Give your life to Christ, and I'm waiting to hear your testimony this year as you matriculate into your school of choice. So you are destined to win in the forthcoming Jamb 2019 exams. Bye.